Welcome, welcome, welcome. High Confessions 369. It's your girl Celeste here.
Yeah, yo, sir.
And Nina Rice, check me out on Facebook.
Yeah, so let's get into it. Today's topic is enough. Like a lot of stuff just been going on everywhere. Everyone is fed up. Everybody is like, what the heck is going on? So I feel like we should have an open panel and just be like, enough is enough. Just come and express yourself and let it all go. So everybody can move on. You know what I'm saying?
Something like we venting.
Right. Like one of the big topics um was of course the red dress thing, you know?
The red dress thing. Explain it.
Yeah, men, it was for charity, men wearing red dresses. But from what I've read about the red dress charity thing, like you could wear a red dress or red attire. So a lot of these men, I feel like they chose to wear a red dress.
Yeah. It's time for them to come out in their truth. That's
I
all it
mean, living your truth, to each his own, you know? But we do have issues with a lot of DLs out here and not living in their truth, and it's causing is like they got to do better. Let's just say that.
is. Yeah. Yeah. As long as they ain't trying to just lie. You know what I mean? Niggas in them pictures look like they've been doing that shit for a while. You know what I mean? They practiced and you know what I mean? They pose, practice, you know what I mean? So you know they with the shit. You know what I mean?
Right, whether it was for charity or not, like if I was a man, and I'm glad I'm not, I don't think I would have put on a red dress still, especially if I'm with a whole woman. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
let's do it.
And
Let's do
I
it.
have to think about what that might look like to her if she don't know I'm doing this. You
Yeah.
know, like if you're open with your partner and they know this is something of a hobby of yours and they're choosing to deal with it, then to each his own. But if it's just like, oh, out the blue, we got some dresses and we doing this charity and you know what I'm saying? We using that charity word for an excuse for men to be in dresses, and not only men, a lot of black men who saying they're straight in dresses. And to me, I feel like your masculinity, your feminine energy that's energy. You
Mhm.
can be in that energy and not put on a dress. You know what I'm saying? So like yeah, that was just like, and it's in New Orleans, like a lot of stuff where it happens down there. And then, it's a lot of different people from islands out there. So maybe it's different. Maybe we looking at it different because I'm on the West Coast.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't look right. You know what I mean? To me, you know what I mean?
It pretty much looked like little baby up there on stage with those Daisy Dukes
Yeah,
on, showing off all his thigh tats.
yeah. If that's the time to, if you trying to pay attention to this cause, you know what I mean? Is doing all of that really giving all the attention to the cause, or is it just making yourself a spectacle?
Exactly. It's really taken away from the cause because
That's what the cause is. You
Right,
know?
because at the end of the day, you could just write a check, even if it was for if even if this charity was helping people with heart disease, lung disease, autoimmune disease, or if it was helping for missing and murder indigenous women or women of trans, regardless of what the charity was helping. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to just write a damn check.
And it's
You know
easy.
what I'm saying? Like, I
It's
feel
easy.
like
Exactly. I feel
people
like
make those choices, and maybe, I remember like back in high school, you had that game where people switched. It's like a powder puff game or whatever, and the football players dress up like cheerleaders, and the cheerleaders dress up like football players and
Real?
stuff like.
That was
Y'all
real?
remember that back in high school?
Not in my high
dropped
school.
out. Like, you know, I was never really going like that. You know what I mean? Like,
It was like something they did for Spirit Week. I mean, I never did it, but I was like, you
Wow.
know,
that's
you have some that do it and some didn't, you know.
that seemed like a some type of hazing shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like some shit that they'll do when you enter one of them fucking sororities or something. You know what I mean? That seemed like that on that type of league. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Right. And since we're on the subject of school, you know, like another big thing that been buzzing online was the teacher that was dressed a little bit too snatched for the students, I guess. I don't know. I mean, the outfit was cute. You know what I'm saying? The skirt went past the knees. It was a little tight. I mean, if you had to run and grab a student or break up a fight, I don't know how that would work in that outfit, but I give the outfit a 10. Like me looking at fashion, I give that outfit a 10. She was on point.
Nobody be talking about how tight how tight fitting the or form the shit be on them bad built bitches. You know what I mean? I mean the bad built ones. You know what I mean? The bad built ladies that's at the school like, and shit. Instance, nobody complaining about that. And, you know, they got the same outfit on.
Yeah, then they wouldn't say.
It just look like that on her.
More so because she got curves and you know.
You know what I mean?
It could be distracting to young students who you know going through puberty or whatever.
But you know, it depends on how she's carrying herself too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like if she's like covered up and shit, like I don't feel like it's no profit. Like you picking on her now. But if she's doing extra shit, then okay, I can see why.
Right. So it may be a lot of other co-teachers or something like that may be insecure about their outfit. You know, the first day of school, your outfit got to be the best. You know what I'm saying? People be in competition with each other.
I would think teachers and shit wouldn't care though. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know.
I mean, you would think not. So you think like most of this is coming from parents?
Huh?
You think most of this energy is coming from parents that disagree with the outfit that was being worn? Because I was like on some I was on let me remember the person name. I think Smokey. I was on Smokey's TikTok live today and they was discussing this and I was listening to everyone's different point of views and like it was like you agreed with some of them and then some of them you had to like, dang, I had to really think about it. You know what I mean?
I'm sure it would.
It was a good live though. Make sure y'all check out Smokey's live on TikTok. Like it was good.
Because I feel like, of course, if the school had an issue with it, they would have made her change, not put it online. If the kids in her class, they don't care one way or the other unless they like it. You know, and no kid is like, oh, I'm so disgusted that I'm gonna go out of my way to, you know, make a big deal about this. Trust me, it was mothers.
You know, me personally in school, if my teacher was to dress like her, like I had some teachers that had style and stuff like that. But that just makes me more secure as a female student, if that makes sense. Yeah. It was like, okay, like, dang, she's a teacher. This is how she look and carry herself. I'm fit to, you know, change how I'm dressing and stuff like that. Maybe she inspires some students that don't have that confidence within themselves, and they probably not getting it from home because some of these parents wake up out of bed in pajamas and go to bed in the same damn pajamas. You feel me? So they may not see their parents dressing up in business attire and stuff like that. They may see their parents dress up to go out to a damn club. And we know what that type of wear look like. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it gives a different point of view, a different visual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, enough is enough because we know if somebody had flat in the back and stuff like that, it probably wouldn't got that much press. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah.
As long as they doing good teaching and getting the message out there and the kids are intaking the message, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't doing
Then
nothing extra to the kids. You know what I mean? Like weird stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of weirdos out there.
right.
You know what I mean? If they ain't on that shit and the kids are engaged in the right way, then you know what I mean? Let it grow. See what happens.
Cause I remember back in the day, like you had some you know how uniforms came about in school and stuff like that. Because I remember back in the day, we used to wear whatever we want to school as long as it didn't, you know, as long as it was like 3 inches shoulder, you know, 3 fingertips from the knee or whatever, and it wasn't too prevailing, you know what I'm saying? But some people was wearing crop tops and, you know, mini skirts and stuff like that. And then here you go, they saying, oh, the students are distracting each other by what they wearing, and they distracting some of the male teachers. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
know.
So let's put everybody in uniforms, but that doesn't change anything either.
Wait, that's a
They
red
still
flag.
gonna be distracted if that's where their mind is at. You feel me? If
These
that's the
male
energy they're projecting.
Plus, another reason they changed their uniforms is because of bullying. They figured if everybody's wearing the same thing, what do you have to say about the next person's clothes?
and for gang shit
But
too.
They're gonna be like, what are those? They're gonna be
Exactly.
looking at your shoes. They're gonna be like, what are those? They still gonna be able to tell. Unless they be like, oh, you can't wear no Jordans, you can't wear no labels, or you know what I'm saying? There was like a school, I think, that said you couldn't wear no labels or anything like that. Like you couldn't wear a Nike book bag. It had to be plain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That sounds like I don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes though, when people create, you know, their own issues, then sometimes the what you got to do, you know, to deter the issue is going to be extreme.
But you know, it's funny that they say that the schools is just modeled after the prisons and shit. And you know, the kids' uniforms is all looking the same and like prisoners, you know what I mean? It's all the same. You know what I mean? Keeping them mentally locked. You know what I mean? What is they even teaching the kids in the school today? Like, you know what I mean?
It's up to you to go find out. Otherwise, you letting somebody
Oh,
else.
they teaching whatever Google print out for them to teach. They teaching whatever these, you know what I'm saying? Who knows what the curriculum is? I want to know. Yeah, I don't think they learning shit, to keep it 100.
You get less
I
access
think
than
these
you could
kids
have
feel
back
like they can learn whatever they need to learn from watching YouTube tutorials, for Googling, and for doing the research on their own instead of going to a school and learning that. Most times, like honestly, I just went to school to kick it with my friends that didn't stay in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, in the process, I did some damn schoolwork. That was the like the punishment, low key. Like I have to learn this shit they want me to learn, get good grades, so I can come here and hang out with my friends. You know, like.
You know, the plan is to just figure out the system. You know what I mean? Because you know, whatever you do, it ain't necessarily gonna just benefit you. You know what I mean? It's meant to maintain you. You know what I mean? It's not gonna just benefit you and breathe you. You know, breathe life into you. You know what I mean? You gotta modify the shit. You know what I mean? Like the shit that they give you is just the basics, the bare minimum shit.
Also, when I was coming up, we had different like programs. We had like vocational centers. We had like trade things to teach you like different occupations. We had community centers to where we was like doing camping and stuff for like change. Like it was like super cheap and sometimes even free.
Over the years,
Nowadays, I don't even know
over the
if
years, they took that shit out. Over the years, they took that shit the fuck out. You don't see that shit no more. You know
so
what I mean?
now you got kids in like when I was coming up, there was kids in the hood going out there and experience nature, going to different, states
Yeah.
and stuff, experiencing different things. They was opening their eyes, and now you saying they
Shit
taking
that they
those.
would have never seen if they would have never had that experience. Shit they would have never seen. You know what I mean? Somebody like some people be die in a box, like
Yeah.
in a full like in a block area. Like they don't
Mhm.
leave far from where the fuck they was born. You
Some
know what I
people
mean?
don't even know the other side of the
So
freaking city they grew up on.
yeah, so doing this shit that expands their mind. Like, damn, this shit is out here, nigga. Like, goddamn, I
Right,
know that shit was possible.
right.
Got more options out here in this motherfucker.
Mhm.
There's more options out here, and so you can
That's
move.
why I
quickly.
always had
You know, they can move.
respect for those one teachers that that knew the book to tell the certain student to read because they knew they needed to know more. They need to go more in depth into the research. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it's not in my curriculum, maybe look into this author. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you have some teachers like that, but you have some other teachers that stick straight to
The curriculum, and I said they ain't doing no more,
And
no
then you got
less.
right.
Me.
They
motherfuckers.
basically might as well go ahead and just pass out sleepy patches to all the kids in school and just let it ride.
And then you got them perverted ass teachers too. You know what I mean? That 1%. You know what I mean? You got that
Right.
one dirty ass motherfuckers. So
We know how these schools are built. We know how the janitors get around in these schools so quickly. They be going in between the walls and stuff. Remind me of that movie, People Under the Stairs. You know what I'm saying? Like how people was moving through the walls and stuff to get to another part of the structure. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, if anybody knows some dirt on the motherfucking school, it's that motherfucking janitor. They know the dirt.
right.
You know.
Another thing that people was talking about was that warning to all the black neighborhoods and stuff like that. Like things are starting to hit us now. And I'm like, things been hitting us. I don't know when it ever stopped. That's how I think. So like with National Guards and stuff like that being in DC and patrolling the cities and stuff like that. Like I
That's
wonder how
because
people out there are really like feeling and how they taking it in. Like,
Well, for now, the storyline that they're going with is that they're cleaning up the communities, that they're making sure that homeless people it's illegal for them to live on the street anymore, or like in a camp where there's a bunch of tents and stuff. They have to either agree to go into like a facility of some sort, so like go get mental health, or go in a shelter or whatever it takes for them to get off of the street. I'm sorry, but I agree with that. I mean, why would you want to just be under a bridge your whole life? I understand that things happen and everybody's not the same, but
they saying that it's targeting mostly black neighborhoods though.
But look, the thing about that is you don't know what the fuck they doing with these people.
Exactly.
So I feel like if you're gonna patrol, you patrol everything.
But because we do have a homeless issue. There is a homeless issue. I'm not going to sit here just because Trump is the one who rolled the shit out. I'm going to act like it's the worst thing in the world. Like, I mean, there is definitely a homeless issue. But like you said, as long as they are properly putting these people, where they can, document what's actually going on. And we can have proof that you're not just killing these people or selling them into slavery or whatever. Who knows?
But, right, you're not just locking them up. Do we have any kind of companies or nonprofit organizations out there that can help rehabilitate these people or find a way to get them into some type of temporary housing to where they can, you know, make themselves better. I'm pretty sure they have these programs and charity out there. I mean, like all these charities and stuff. Like in Vegas, we got so much abandoned ass hotels, motels out here. Like open that motherfucker up and turn it into I don't even know a word for it.
But look,
I want to say bumland, but I don't want to use that term.
Look at the times we in. You know what I mean? Look at the times we in. These niggas ain't doing that extra shit for to help no motherfucking body. Anything that they doing is gonna be for self-greed. Look at the times we in. You know what I mean? These niggas is about to get rough. You know what I mean? These niggas ain't about to help motherfuckers. Anything.
And let's just keep it 100. Let's just keep it 100. A lot of the people that are unhoused because their government failed them. They're unhoused because their employer don't want to give them a raise to keep up with inflation. You know, they're unhoused because they just couldn't, you know what I'm saying? The rope keep getting tighter and tighter. And when you go for help and they just slap you in the face, it's like, what do you do next? And they end up on the street and then they think, oh, it's better now because now that I'm homeless or unhoused, I can get all the help in the world.
It's deadly to be homeless in some places. You know what I mean? Especially in certain times where weather hits. You know what
exactly. I mean? I know, but some of them feel free. They feel free. They feel unchained by things that's going on.
And they should have that right to fucking do that, to be out the fuck side. Look, if we
but the problem with that is they be destroying structures. You know, like if you're in front of a business and you're tearing it down, that's not fair to the business owner either.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
You know how I am about business stuff. Like,
yeah, I can agree with that. I ain't saying just, you know what I mean, just let the motherfuckers be what they be, but I'm just saying, like, you forcefully taking them and putting them somewhere else. I don't know. I'm not saying you. I'm about that seems extreme.
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck they about to be
it
on.
Definitely is extreme.
You know what I mean?
I mean, because let's really think about a person.
They about to lay them motherfuckers out to slaughter.
I remember. I think I seen like a clip. Oh, I want to say like a year or so ago or 2 years ago out here, a guy was building these little silos for people that were unhoused, and it was an issue with the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how much can the community do to help? What can the community do?
The community could look. It feels like you just gotta wait till the shit hits and then you can pick up. Because if you try to help before that, they're gonna fuck with you and waste your money, time, and effort. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like you said, that's what they do. That's how they deter motherfuckers. They built the shit for you. They'll like, okay, let the shit hit and let the motherfuckers help afterwards. Like,
and we all know you have some out there that mess it up for all. You know what I'm saying? How do we weave those people out? Like, or do we not weave those people out? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, you would have to, because
yeah.
Personally, I can speak for a time. I stayed in a shelter, and there was a person there. She had a drug issue, and 3 times she almost set the whole building. And it was a woman and kids shelter, so you almost burn all these kids to the ground because you got a freaking drug problem. And it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So eventually they did send her to, you know, an opioid place where, you know, they deal with that. But it's like, she could have took us all down with her.
Right. So it's about seeing those signs and stuff. They would have to do like a lot of work. I mean, do they have the resources in place to take care of all these people that they're picking up off the street?
They could choose to if they wanted to have resources, but they'd rather have resources for, you know, award shows every year. There got to be $1 billion spent and all of that kind of stuff.
And you got to think about what these people may be used for. You know what I mean? These people that nobody
really,
they think nobody care about.
Some of them is undocumented, all kind of stuff.
Yeah, some of that shit they be doing some dirty work on them. You know what I mean? Taking organs, all of that shit.
Well, you know what I was thinking about? Not to get off subject or anything like that, but I was like, would you transfer your consciousness into an artificial body if you were dying?
No, no, I'm good. No, because you don't know what they did put in that artificial construct that try to put tamper or hold or control on you. Because they can't fucking. All they can do is try to fucking control your soul. You know
Right,
what I mean?
which brings me back. Which brings me back to the unhoused. Are they picking them up and putting them in the place to be tested on, experimented on? Is this like a version of the Holocaust? Like what are we seeing?
Some of them may be putting in your food, right?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
The new nuggets is all the people who used to be on the street.
Yeah.
Now they're in people's plates. And
Yeah.
nobody will never know until years, well, you know, like almost a century later.
You gotta think about all these motherfuckers be eating burgers, chicken, and all this shit. These motherfucking animals will be extinct.
Man.
What the fuck are y'all eating?
And then if you say something like that, you know, people will think you're crazy and all that. But think about when what's that they was on MK Ultra was a thing. Everybody thought people who said MK Ultra was actually a thing was crazy. Now we know all of that really did happen. So you know we can't put anything past the government.
Yeah.
Right.
They can control what you think about what you really feel. You know what I mean? Make you question this shit.
I mean, we all see Tyrone, right? Mm-hmm. What clone Tyrone or whatever. So, I mean, yeah.
Tyrone in every city. Like
yep, doing the same shit, different city.
Coming to the nearest KFC. I'm just like, let me stop. But yeah, like, I'm like, when is enough though? Like, for real, like. Though it's like everything is going into hyper overdrive or something. Like, what the hell? It's like one thing after another. There's no calm.
Yeah.
That's because time is moving faster. So it's like stuff that used to be spread out is happening, you know, right away.
Yeah.
Instant karma is actually happening to folks every day.
Yeah.
Right. And that what gets me to like, people don't understand, like, they're not supposed to sit back and go back and forth and argue with you and stuff like that. They're going to choose their peace every time, because look around the world. Look at everything that's going on and stuff. Like, I'm going to choose my peace right now.
Yeah,
Why I have it right now, because it may get chaotic later and I may have to go into warrior mode. You know what I'm saying?
That's the best thing.
And I'm not about to waste my energy bickering about some bull crap when I need to save all my energy for whatever is coming.
Yeah, not about no bullshit. That just means somebody that's got to deal with themselves. You know what I mean?
And a lot of people don't want to deal with themselves. Like, I'm cool to say, oh no, I messed up. But did you look at it from this point of view? Because I feel like a lot of people can be right, and no one is righter than the next person if everybody is experiencing something differently or taking something differently from what they're seeing. It's like a puzzle. You know, I'm big on doing puzzles. You take a whole bunch of little things from everybody and you put it together and you make a beautiful ass picture. Or not so beautiful ass picture, depending on what you put in together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah, but you can't force other people's hand and how they
exactly
draw, what they put on the portrait. You feel me? You know
exactly. And that's what I'm saying. If the puzzle was just this one person's point of view, then that's a puzzle I don't want to fucking do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100. It's a puzzle that I don't want to do because I'm gonna feel like I'm bored as hell.
Yeah, it's easy. You already it's one
I
dimensional.
want to hear many different point of views from many different people to make one beautiful big ass picture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like OMG, like what?
But yeah,
Now I
man.
see why most of us millennials stay focused on getting to the bag and keeping our peace. You know?
Yep.
Because that's the best thing you could do. You gotta go have a place of peace. You know what I mean? The outside world is war all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's always war. You know what I mean? Whether you're ready for it or not, whether you think it's a war or not, it's war. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Like nowadays, everybody's like, well, shit, everybody can get rich. Now we just gotta do a couple of fights on Insta. You know, we just gotta do a few of this, a few of that, and we're gonna blow the hell up because that's what people watching. But people love liking seeing other people destroy their own culture, destroy their own self.
yeah, yeah, and the stuff that people feel is shears and shears. It's not shears of admiration. You know what I mean? That's not what people are giving you a lot of the time when they go down the route and they
It's
do
the
that type
wrong
of shit.
kind of attention.
You know what I mean? They cheering you on to do some dumb shit to
So they
destroy your
can be
life, or
entertained.
your life is their entertainment. They feed
Right.
whatever the fuck is going on with you. You know what I mean? Them niggas is demons feeding off of you, so they're gonna push you
Exactly.
to do whatever. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So if I was out here fighting and arguing with other YouTubers and stuff like that, man, I would have like probably over 1,000 and something, 100,000 subscribers, and I'll be streaming every single day at the same damn time. You know what I mean? Like
No
I
peace.
will be really on it and stuff like that. But no, I do this because I like to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it would be good to have a lot more subscribers, a lot more views and stuff like that. But I take time out of my day to do this because I want to,
Yeah,
and I talk about whatever the hell I want to.
you know.
I
The
don't want to talk about people fighting each other all the time or people getting unalived and stuff like that because it's more to life than that. Like a lot of people is out here pushing fear.
People really doing that shit, pushing fear. Niggas is really pushing fear. I just
You know what? I ain't gonna even front. I was talking shit the other day, and I was
right.
like, you know how like I feel like how Texas is their own thing. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, what if they was to separate people according to certain states? So all your people that's out there doing all those murderers, all them bad people and stuff, they'd be like in Memphis, Baltimore, Detroit, maybe DC, maybe Philly. You know what I'm saying? They can have those places and stuff like that. I was just talking out my ass. So I was just like, what if they separated the states like that?
They need to separate it to where they give us our shit back. That's what they need. And whatever they separated us, they give us our shit back. That's what it is.
Right. Like we know like Florida, Atlanta, Houston,
Nigga, everywhere, nigga. Like everywhere. Everywhere.
yeah, like yeah. So yeah, because people got to think about Vegas. They be like, "Oh no, you ain't gonna never be able to settle down in Vegas and stuff like that because that's not where you go to find nobody to have no relationship and stuff like that." And I was like, "That's wild because you can settle down in Vegas. You just gotta fight all your temptations."
I mean, like,
If you are in control of yourself, which adults should be, it
yeah,
don't matter where you are. You
yeah.
can do what you want, what you need to do.
Niggas
If you
gotta work
decided
in
this
Vegas.
is
Niggas gotta
this
do
is my
this or do
game
that,
plan
just
and
like
this is what
anybody
I'm
else.
doing and I'm sticking to it, then no matter what distractions come up, you don't
That's some
give in to temptation.
That's some dim bullshit. That's on some dim bullshit. You know what I mean? Niggas is born in fucking Vegas. And niggas, what they gonna say about niggas that was born in Vegas, nigga?
Yeah, people say they don't even want to talk to nobody that was like born in Vegas or California or anything like that.
Nigga, fuck them niggas then. Fuck them. Nigga, fuck all them niggas who say some shit like that. Fuck them.
Man, look.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck them niggas.
Look, you have experiences. You know what I'm saying? And through those experiences, you know where not to stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, tread lightly. You know, take your time. Know exactly what you want before you jump into stuff, or you might end up into like a stalkerish type of thing, or you know, like people are crashing out over these relationships and stuff and broadcasting it live. You feel me? Like, be grown, take accountability. Yeah, it's gonna hurt, but you'll be all right.
Niggas ain't dealing with them motherfucking stuff. Emotional motherfuckers. Like, that's what the fuck it is. A bunch of niggas, emotional ass niggas. I seen a bunch of emotional ass niggas who don't know how to deal with their fucking emotions. Babbling like a bitch. Like, shut up. Nigga, shut the fuck up. These niggas is bitches nowadays. Like, I swear to God, these niggas some hoes.
Well, now you know they got online therapy and stuff like that. So now they can actually go to therapy online and not tell nobody they doing any therapy, so they won't be feeling no type of way. Because I feel like therapy is awesome. You feel me?
These niggas are sitting up here comparing themselves to women. Like
they comparing themselves to women. They comparing themselves to men that's not even in their class.
Some whole ass niggas. Like, think about yourself. Nigga, build yourself up, you bitch ass nigga.
So would you say that people should never be in competition with other people? They should be in competition with themselves?
Yeah.
To make themselves better than what they was the day before, right?
Yeah, and if you don't do that, nigga, then you a weak nigga. Like, let's keep it real. Let's stop sugarcoating the shit. You got a choice, nigga. You could be a weak nigga, or you could be a nigga who ain't weak and try to do some shit. Even if you try to do some shit, you might fail, but nigga, you're trying. But you could be a bitch nigga on the side, never trying, always complaining and hating on other niggas. Or you could be a nigga that put your work in. Nigga, put some work in or shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear nothing about a nigga that ain't doing shit. Like, I don't fuck with lazy niggas. I don't like lazy niggas. Like, I'm gonna keep it real.
So how do you feel about the young, I don't want to use the N word, but you know, the young men culture now, that era that's going on now where they don't care, they don't respect authority, they out here doing whatever they want to do?
It's a problem. Been a problem.
They say it's called living. What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the YN. The Y. My daughter just corrected me. It's the YN era.
Yeah, you know, the motherfuckers who's their parents and the motherfuckers. It's like niggas who's older and the niggas that before them got to take a responsibility for that shit.
Yeah, because their old heads were supposed to train them better.
And they don't respect them niggas. So
don't blame that shit on millennials. We was building video games for these niggas to zone out a little bit. Like,
all of them. Not all. You ain't going. Some of them motherfuckers are some bitch ass niggas. Let's keep it real.
Hold on, because we're not talking about
old heads, niggas who were supposed to be old heads, and all of these niggas are some bitch ass niggas.
We're talking more so about, you know, like the old heads on the set.
They put young niggas up to.
Oh, so you like talking like 50 and up?
Yeah. They were supposed to put down a foundation of, you know what I'm saying, teach them the code. You don't know women, no children. You don't just crash out just to do it and all that kind of stuff. They failed them.
Yeah, them niggas got to take accountability too. Right? You know what I mean? These niggas is kids. You know what I mean? They got to be able to fucking turn that shit into what we need it to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
Word. Nigga, not N-word on itself. It's imploding. Yeah, it's imploding on itself. And there's a bunch of bitch ass niggas out here who ain't leaders that these niggas is following. Niggas who do music and bloggers, whatever, these some whole ass niggas who don't got no fucking code, and these niggas is following these niggas.
Right, and that's what I bring that up too, because when I was talking to Miso, he was like, "Yeah, Drake out here asking a DNA test for Kendrick kids," and I was like,
This nigga should
"What?"
have took the L and
I was
left
like, "Why? Like, huh?"
He's a bitch. Because he's a bitch and he can't let it go. He's a bitter bitch.
Yeah, he's just gonna keep on
This nigga's a bitter bitch. He can't let it go.
He's on a
You get your ass, nigga.
spiral.
If you get your ass beat, if you ain't trying to square up again, nigga, shut the fuck up. You ain't doing shit but just looking like a bitch, like just looking like a straight up hoe.
So you think it's just a petty retaliation? Like
You can't
he got done.
You can't rap against the nigga. You can't fight against the nigga. What are you gonna do against the nigga?
That's what he's gonna do.
Let's get the police
Bitch about it.
involved. Let's get this nigga kids taken away. These niggas-
So basically, he's like he probably feel like, oh, by Kendrick doing that, he took everything away from me. So now I'm just gonna be a pain in his side.
He didn't take shit away from you. You took that shit away from yourself from being a bitch.
Exactly.
Like, nigga, you could have captured everything you had.
You
wasn't
should
a whole ass
have did
nigga
what
who
J.
did a
Cole
bunch of
did
whole
when
ass
he
things.
realized he was in too deep. He stepped back from the situation and said, "Oh, okay, I realize you're not playing, so I'm good."
If you doing a bunch of shitty shit to people on your rise up, them niggas ain't really fucking with you. Nigga, they waiting for you to motherfucking fall. And then when you call them to help you, nigga, they ain't gonna answer that motherfucking call. Nigga, they waiting for your ass to not pick up. They waiting for your ass to get out this motherfucker.
Right.
Especially if people only messing with you because you their meal ticket. As soon as you're no longer able to,
That's why you're supposed to do people right.
Mm-hmm.
You don't act like a bitch to them. Right?
You can do people right and still make it. You feel me?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, there's gonna be hard business decisions.
Even if I don't like you,
It's gonna be hard decisions in general to make sometimes, but you can still do it and still have good,
Yeah, you should never
You can
just
still be decent about the motherfucking shit.
run somebody over just because you can. That's not okay.
right.
Yeah, so nigga, you can't take that shit that the nigga said. Nigga, you lost. Nigga, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck up out of here. So Dre, give me that funky ass put. Nigga, get that shit up out of here. We don't want to hear you no more. I don't want to hear that soft ass shit. I'll still listen to some of the shit. I'm not bumping your shit though. I never really was a nigga bumping your shit like that. I liked it a few songs. I'll still listen to those few songs if they come up. You know what I mean? But
I ain't searching for the shit.
I ain't searching for the shit, nigga. I ain't searching
Right.
for niggas, though.
It's just like everybody not searching for R. Kelly shit no more. It's like that's just
different though, nigga. That's different. I'll listen to that nigga shit before I listen to this motherfucker shit. I'll search up the R. Kelly song, nigga, before I listen to this nigga shit. At least he wrote his shit. Or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about? Like, I don't know. But
Right.
people be respecting motherfuckers just because they got some bit of power in this shit. That's what the fuck the shit was in the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck
I
him.
mean, he's just a rapper. He's not a musician. Like he don't make
I
his
don't
own
give a
beats.
fuck
He
about
don't
what
make
these
his
niggas think
own
they could do.
records.
Nigga,
Like he got a whole writing team. So like, what do you really do except for just say the words that somebody else prepared for you over a beat that somebody else also prepared for you?
Yeah.
Right. Because Netflix already shows we got writers that write these songs and stuff like that. That's who I want to know about. I want to know more about these writers. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Because they're the real stars. Should
right.
be.
Because they're the real. I mean, like, yeah, they got somebody performing their stuff, but like, man, I want to know the writers more.
Yeah. Because a lot of times they get bullshitted into just writing for motherfuckers sometimes. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, sometimes the artists end up not even paying them. So the label end up screwing them over.
Right, because you think about when you're a writer, you're writing, you making beats sometimes, they have the producer making the beats and you're writing to the music and then you gotta lay the track down so they can hear it how it's, like it's a lot.
They were like, I don't want to keep writing for this lame ass nigga. I want to write my own shit. I gotta keep riding for this lame ass nigga, like this bitch ass nigga. That's I don't believe in this nigga. He's a hoe. Like, why the fuck go riding for this nigga? Like, the nigga ain't gonna give no. Ain't getting me. I ain't getting the money that this nigga get it for my shit. Fuck the nigga. Like,
Right.
do people right. Like, that's all I'm saying. These niggas is trying to get away with doing niggas dirty. I don't give a fuck if a nigga did you dirty. Don't do the same shit to another nigga. You perpetuate that whole shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, people that's weak. I just feel like motherfuckers that's weak. Like, you accept you don't accept shit that you don't want, and then come to me like, you know what I mean? Some like, nigga, you acting weak, nigga. I don't want to hear the shit, nigga. Do something about it.
Right.
You got time for these weak ass niggas. You know what I mean? That's complaining about a bunch of shit. Nigga, do something about some shit.
Right. And like I just don't want to waste my energy like arguing and going back and forth and stuff like that. Like, no, I'm good. Like, at the end of the day, people gonna still believe what they're gonna believe and do what they're gonna do. So, like,
That's all they could. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
right. But yep, that's what I had like on Enough is Enough. I mean, there's more stuff we can get into. I know I'm really getting tired of hearing black men don't like black women and black women don't like black men. I'm tired of hearing that damn conversation.
That's always a conversation though.
I mean, it's always a conversation, but I'm like,
I don't know why. I don't know
a
why.
lot of us out here do support and appreciate black men. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that's what the narrative they want. I
feel like people need to handle the mommy and daddy issues. Probably, I don't know.
I feel like that's what they. I feel like that the black men and black women don't like each other or whatnot. I think that's the narrative that they want. That's why they keep on pushing the shit.
Right. I just don't believe it. I mean, I see it in some cases because lately, you know, on live, a lot of people been crashing out. So I'm like, oh.
But that's always just, a small percentage of the whole. You know, they always make it seem like it's more motherfuckers doing that than what it is. But people is fucking crashing out. But yeah, I just
right.
People is crashing out lately, huh? That is crazy, huh? I don't know.
I refuse to crash out.
It might be the sun. It might have something to do with this. This is to be hot.
You think it's getting too hot?
These niggas don't know how to handle themselves. Like,
they're unregulated.
Bring out some other shit in their ass. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to give niggas excuses though. I'm the type of nigga I don't want to give these niggas no excuses.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's something eternal. It's something eternal. Like, I don't know. It's like, that's all I can say. Something eternal. That they wasn't dealing with, you know what I mean, that came out. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why people just gotta deal with themselves. Like, heal your fucking self. Stop pushing that shit on other motherfuckers. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People push all they bullshit on somebody else. Nigga, this nigga don't know nothing about what the fuck you going on. Why you mad at him? That's for some random shit. That's on the, you know what I mean? On the street or some shit. Why you mad at this motherfucker like that? You ain't. You mad at something else.
Sometimes they mad at themselves. Most times they're mad at themselves. But they're going to take it out on the next person because they don't take accountability.
Yeah, that's another one. That'll fuck you up. That's another. You got that and that. Yeah, that's fucking you up. Accountability. If you can't take accountability and you got that shit, it's gonna be harder for you to deal with your real shit. You're gonna always blame somebody the fuck else. Your problem is going to be in a loop. You're always going to see the same shit over and over and over.
Man, you guys, this was a good discussion.
I agree.
Yeah.
Even though we can go on and on and on about all the other stuff, but this was a good talk. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe, and check out everybody's platform. And hey, let's do our part.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us, sis.
Oh, my pleasure. It's always good to have good people on.
Yeah.
Until next time, you guys.
Peace.
Later.
Deuces.